Good day, I am Jose Enrique Cortinas, and this is my presentation for the evidence on the Model 1. And the topic of the model was the social sciences. Um, in this presentation, I am going to explain some of the main concepts that we learned during this module. So, the first one is For me, the first one is what is a science? For me, a science is a practice that allows us to acquire different kinds of knowledge according to its object of study using different methods. The types of knowledge I'm talking about are these ones. The first one is the intuitive, which is the one we perceive with our senses physically. Then we have the empirical, which we acquire throughout our life by by the memories we have, things we have experienced, but not necessarily physically. Then the magical religious, we take that because this one we acquire it through reading different books from different religions, and it implies that some kind of magical force is the one that controls how everything works. Then the philosophical, sorry, it starts when we question ourselves or something, like the Greeks when they started questioning how how everything worked. And finally, there's the scientific. This one is the most complex of them, and it uses hypotheses to prove points, different points, and it uses the scientific method. Another concept where the factual and formal sciences. The sciences are divided into these two main groups, and the factual sciences are the ones that study natural and living parts of the world, and the formal sciences try to explain different phenomena with abstract concepts like numbers. With abstract, I mean that they don't necessarily exist. Like we don't see numbers, but we use numbers to represent um, living things. And inside these two groups, we can find the experimental sciences and the social sciences. The experimental sciences, the most basic thing about them is that they use the scientific method to prove different hypotheses. And in the social sciences, the scientific method can be used because um, in the social sciences study humanity, and we can experiment with them. But instead of the scientific method, there's a lot more methods that the social sciences use. Then we have the natural and social sciences. The natural sciences um, are kind of like the experimental sciences, and they try to explain how everything works. Like in this image, we can see there's biology, there's chemistry, there's physics. Um, the natural sciences try to explain how all of this works. In the social sciences, try to explain how humanity has developed, and how we coexist in in a society. So, in a few words, social sciences describe how humanity works, and natural sciences how the rest of it works. Now, we're going to see the branches of the social science. The first one is history, and its subject of study is are important social events that happened in a certain time and place. The methods of study are the hypothetical inductive method, and historical materialism. Then we have the economics. They are in charge of analyzing the proper way of distributing the resources that we have as humankind. Um, its methods of study are observation, economic experimentation, abstraction, economic categories, progressive realization, and verification. Next, politics. It studies the power that a group has inside its society. By a group, I mean like a nation. And its method of study is empirical. Sociology studies the society, like like the name says, the relationships between different nations and communities. Its methods of study are positive or descriptive, comparative, ideal, historical materialism, structural, functionalism. And the last one, of the most important, is anthropology. It studies how humanity has created different cultures um, during history. Its methods of study are the logical, historical, the social and cultural research, and the comparative. So that's it for my presentation. I just took the points that I thought were the most important. Of course, this is my personal opinion. Um, so it's not like other like what other people might think. So anyway, thank you for your time and bye.